Brett and Sniper had three pretty big moments of drama, and it kind of slowed down um, the MWR like rebirth of MVG. We're getting close to the final run of MVG, and I have some things to say about it. But let's cover the speed bump, the roadblock that was the drama that happened between former co-leader and newly appointed temporary co-leader that kind of soured the relationship, and like I said, kind of for a while put us on a halt as far as putting out any kind of competitive content.
Next is Brandon, and it is unreal how much work he's put into MVG as a clan in general, and his personal channel. It is just so much work that he's put so much work into it, and it's mind blowing how much work he has put into his latest videos and the clan channel and everything, really. All right, so next is Brett, and we had a slight, well, not really slight, it was kind of a little bit of a bigger issue all the way back in the Division beta. That's how long ago it was. But it was over something pretty little, but I feel like Brett made a big deal out of it. He died, and I took his stuff, and then he just got like really, really mad. It just confused me. Like, he started, like, I think he threatened to DDoS me at one point because he was so mad, and it was really confusing because it was just a game, and especially for a game that was in beta. Like, it's not really that big of a deal, but I feel like he just over exaggerated it. And after that, we kind of buried the hatchet for a while, and then it like, we were all fine for a while, and then kind of recently we had some issues again, and it was about 2 in the morning. Brett invites me to a party, and before this, I had messaged him and asked him if he wanted to play GTA because I saw him playing GTA. So I messaged him asking if he wanted to play GTA. I get a party invite, and way before this, I think it was Brandon, do you remember the date we got that message in the group chat?
Yeah, I knew it was serious because he was talking about how much problems he had. I was actually on phone call with Brett when he invited Sniper to party. Because he was in a party chat with me and my girlfriend at the time, and then he was like, I'm going to go talk to Sniper about my issues with him. And then I was like, alright, call me so I can hear what you're going to say to him. And I was on phone call. Sniper didn't know it, but because I told Brett to mute me, I just wanted to hear how Brett was going to talk to you, Sniper. And then, yeah, it was about like before, it was literally 2 days before New Year. 2 days before New Year, this is what happened. So go ahead and talk, Sniper.
Alright, so I have this recorded. I have no idea. I may think about it. I have a private video that I have no plan of releasing as of right now, and the only way I release it is if I chop one part of it out, and that part has a little bit of personal stuff in it from Brett that I'll have to chop out if I do ever end up posting that video. But he was really like, like, if you have a problem with someone, just like, just tell them. But what he did was he just tried to, like, I don't know, he tried to, like, hurt my feelings in some way. Like, he was trying as hard as he possibly could to tell me how much he hated me and everything. And I just sat there the whole time and kind of laughing a little bit, as I still thought it was slightly a joke, but not really. But yeah, and it was just I don't think I'm gonna go that much into it, but it was just really ridiculous how he handled it and the way he went about it. All right. So another thing was with Brett at the very first video of Modern Warfare Remastered. They were recording. It was just I don't think it was ranked. We were just playing public matches, and we were losing to this team. And Brandon, he said something like, "Let's go to A. Let's just stack A since they seem to be going A every time," or something like that. And me and TJ kind of had the idea to like split up, and we kind of like stuck to that idea. And then Brett came in. I mean, I kind of understand, but at the same time, yet again, the way he handled the situation was kind of overboard. Because me and TJ were just saying what we thought, and what we thought would be a good idea. And Brett came along and told us to shut the fuck up, as Brandon knew more than we did, had more experience, which he does, and I don't disagree with that, but just the way he went about saying it, yet again, was ridiculous, unprofessional, and he could have just been like, Brandon knows more, let's go with Brandon's idea, instead of going with, shut the fuck up, Brandon knows more than you guys do. And especially when it's the first day of boot camp on a new game, you know, that's especially to your teammates, it's not something you really want to do or say to a new teammate. You know, it's like saying like, oh, you don't know shit, this person knows more than you, blah blah blah. But Brandon does know more. He's the more experienced one, and with COD, and I mean, like I said, I understand where he was coming from, but just the way he handled it. Also saying that we needed the last, like I had to have the last word, even though I was not the one with the last word. But yeah.
And I think that's your whole problem with Brett, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. Like the fact that he's like, Sniper, I fucking hate you. I want you to die, or something like that. I'll have to go back and check the video that I have. But it was some stupid shit like that.
What's completely going on and what Brett's side of the story is on the whole situation and drama between him and Sniper, and it's just time to hear everything from Brett and hear his side of the story and hear what's been going down. So, Brett, go ahead and take the floor, man. I'll be quiet.
Alright, so a lot of things have been going on between me and I'm not gonna lie, and I think it's time for me to clear the air. I'm not trying to make a joke towards the hashtag clear the air challenge. I'm being serious about this video. Yeah, so I just got done watching because I was told by Brandon to watch the video and pay attention to what's said. And when I watched it, I kind of laughed at it, to be honest, because I felt as if humiliated. I felt as if Sniper totally just reworded everything I said and made it seem like I was a complete and utter jerk. I was a monster. I wanted him dead, blah, blah, blah. I don't want anybody dead. I don't wish that upon anyone, which I have never talked about this, but my dad did pass away 2 years ago almost. It'll be April 8th that it was 2 years. Or say anything wrong about me if it's not true. Yeah, I'll own up to it. I'll be honest, I went a little over talking to him. Would I tell him I wanted him to die? Hell, that doesn't sound like me in the clearest light. And it's just, he has wanted to say things about me before that it kind of sounded like it wasn't. And I was waiting to talk to Sniper about it so we could be friends again, but at this point I just want to clear the air, let everyone know what he said about me was not true at all. There were a lot of things he reworded, a lot of things that I had never said anyways, and he could have went about it a completely more professional way than that. And I feel as he is the co-leader of MVG, he should have been way more professional about it, because that just makes him look bad at the same time. So at this point, I'm just worried about clearing me. Everyone know I am not a horrible person. I am not a bad person. People that get to know me, like Brandon's girlfriend, they know I'm not a bad person. They know that I will do anything for anyone. If I even had a penny to my name and someone asked me for it, I would give them it. If someone needed a place to stay, I would make sure, if they couldn't stay at my house, I would make sure they had a place to stay. No. So I don't know why Sniper has the feeling that he should lie about me and say these bad things about me when it's not true, when he wants to twist my words and all that. Like, I'm at the point where I don't care what he says about me. I just want people to know the truth about me and the truth about Sniper. Sniper, I have never in a million years thought that he would ever do something like this. And it makes me feel like any friendship we had in the past was fake anyways because of how he's acting now. And we wonder about all the times that me and him had when we were doing competitive and being all friendly. Was that even a true friendship, or was he trying to fake it to where he could get things to say about me that are bad and turn my back on me? Because I went through that so much. That's a question that runs through my head every day about everybody except for Brandon. Brandon's the only person that's ever been there for me 100% through every step of the way ever since I met him. And I thank Brandon for that. I've known Brandon for years. I mean, it's been about 5 years now that I've known Brandon. And I mean, I owe my life to Brandon, to be honest. He has helped me through so much in the past. And it's just, if I hadn't met Brandon, I would really be in a worse condition than I am now with my mental state and trying to get rid of everything bad in my life. I would probably be going down a terrible road. So at this point, it doesn't even matter to me if me and Sniper continue to be friends after this, because why would I want to be friends with someone that talked bad about me and never truly listened to what I had to say and just wants to turn everything I say into something bad? I mean, it's just, why does somebody do that in the first place? It mind boggles me that he would ever try to think that I'm a terrible person and want him dead. So him just completely blew my mind and made me feel like extremely betrayed. He never truly was my friend, and I mean, said he didn't even say anything good about. We had a lot of good moments, and instead he just said the bad about me. And Brandon had said, say the good and the bad about everybody. So at that point, he knew what he was going to say about me before they even recorded the video. And I'm not trying to say Brandon's part of this. He's really not. I mean, he's not part of this in any way, shape, or form. It was just the reason he was on the call that day that I talked to Sniper. He wasn't gonna get really nasty with Sniper, and I know not to do that because I'm an adult, how to handle things, and I know that I can't be saying bad things about Sniper. It's just, it will get me in a lot of trouble, and it'll make me look like a bad person. I've never been a bad person. I've never been a monster. I've never hated anyone unless they did something completely terrible. Do I hate Sniper? I don't. I really, really don't. Do I have a very big dislike towards him? Yes, but that is for reasonable causes, such as the video that was just published. And that, I feel like that's all I can say at this point. One, because my throat is killing me and I need to go see a doctor about it. But two, it's just that's all I really have to say about it. He could have gone about that completely different, and because he didn't, this is what happens. People need to find out the truth about somebody, and I'm sorry that it had to happen like this, but I don't want people turning their backs on me and saying that I'm a monster if I'm not, because I'm not a bad person to hang out with. Brandon knows me 100%. I would help him. I would take the clothes off my back and give them to him if I needed to. So it's just when me and Brandon talk on a daily basis and he knows I'm not a bad person, and then Sniper goes and says this, I kind of think that it's in my best interest to make sure that Sniper knows I know everything. And another thing, and this will be a shout out to Sniper, please delete that video because you did not have my permission to record that night, but that was completely uncalled for. That shows that you instantly wanted to make a video saying bad things about me and make me look like a bad person. So I really hope you delete the video. That's where I'm going to end it.
And guys, going back to a statement that Brett made earlier about how much I've helped him, that sentiment is vice versa. Brett is literally my best friend and probably the only person that I can trust with very sensitive details and very sensitive things that go on in my life, besides my dad, of course. Me and Brett have had each other's backs for years now, and honestly, we're about the only two that actually give a damn about each other as far as like friendships go. And Brett's family has been so nice to me, and I love Brett. So no, I want to get this out in the open. Brett is one of the nicest people that you can ever meet. No, Brett is nowhere near a monster. He's the nicest person I've ever met. So I think this needs to stop, and I love you very much, Brett. So I hope this clears up everything.
So I've basically given up on all the problems I have besides one, and it's from that video yesterday. I want to know why you insisted on twisting my words and what I said to you that night and making me seem like a complete fucking monster when I'm not. Because I am actually an extremely nice person, but now I have, I don't know how many people hating my guts like I'm some kind of serial killer. I'm not wishing death on anybody. I don't hate anybody. The only people I could ever hate are people that actually like hurt my mom or hurt someone that's family. That's the only people I would actually hate.
I said it like that because I had no idea. Going into that party, I had no idea what the hell was happening. I went to that party, and then all of a sudden, you know, you just started going off on me. And, you know, how am I supposed to, you know, think about that? It's just, that was my way to react. I don't know. I didn't know how to react to that.
What were the words that he twisted that you're talking about? Like, how did he twist your words?
He's saying that I wished he was dead, and basically, like, he was making everything seem like he was the victim when most of the things that he had said I either didn't say or were twisted in a way that made me look bad. And that's not cool with me because, like, I'm an extremely nice person that has people hating on him for no reason now. Like, yeah, I did go a little overboard, or I may have been a little pissed off, but you also got to remember it was 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm running on no sleep 24/7, and I've been going through a lot of shit lately. So it's pretty notable that I'm probably going to be a little pissed off because I've been annoyed in the past and I've been annoyed lately, and I don't like people just randomly hitting me up because there may be a time where I just want to play by myself or play with Brandon because, I mean...
At that time, you were in my... I'm sorry to interrupt. At that time, you were in my party chat with me and my girlfriend. And then you got an invite from Sniper. And that's what happened.
And the main reason I brought you up in this part is because you're the one that helps me with everything. Like, you're the one that helps me feel better when I'm extremely pissed off or in the dumps or something like that. So, like, that's the main reason I brought you up in that.
It's cool. Like I said, if you have to bring me up, bring me up. But I just don't want to be brought up in some sort of negative light. But, Sniper, like, your response towards Brett saying that he didn't say that stuff.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you said that. I mean, I could be wrong. But I am pretty sure that you said that.
I remember the wording that I used. The wording may have been a little off because I say things, and if I say one thing, it could mean a completely different thing. That's just how my brain works. Usually I'll say, like, you got me so pissed off I could kill you. It doesn't mean I actually want to kill you, or it doesn't mean I want you dead. It just means that I got pissed off at you, and I wanted to try to fix that at some point. Because I remember saying that I actually wanted to fix our problems that I had with you. Because I was going through a lot at that point, and I still am. And I don't want to ruin a friendship, but I also want to get all my problems out in the open. And I feel like when I did get my problems out in the open, it just caused more problems.
But I, more than anybody, want to see this friendship, friendship fixed so we can move on and do better things. Because Brett, I don't want to have, I don't want any animosity between, MVG family at this point. So I don't want this to linger above your guys' head anymore. That's why we need to get this all out in the open, and we need to get this talk going. And I think everything is being handled just fine. You guys are talking it out, and I'm just here to make sure this is continued to stay a professional manner. Sniper, what are let's get everything out in the open. Can you go ahead and relay the problems that you actually have with Brett again? So we can get this out in the open.
My main thing with Brett is that he can sometimes get angry over kind of little things. And pretty much my main problem is that the fact that he can, kind of sometimes, I guess, blow things out of proportion. Because
in the video, you actually brought up the division problem that you guys had on a live stream a long time ago, and Brett, you kind of wanted to talk about that because I'm gonna let you take the floor on the whole division thing because it's still brought up to this day on my Twitter feed.
So when we were playing the division, I think we were all streaming that night.
Yeah, we did a multicast.
Yeah.
I had been playing, I don't know how long. I think I had been playing like maybe 10 hours on my own to grind for my gear and my weapons and stuff. And I was just joking around when everything was like, everything was blown out of proportion, as you say, because I wasn't really serious when I was blowing up on you. Like, one of the things that should automatically show you that I was joking around is when I threatened to DDoS you. I've never DDoSed anyone. I don't have the stuff to DDoS someone. Even if I did, why would I want to go to prison for 25 years? I mean, that's a federal offense right there. Get you locked up for a long time. And there's really no use to do it anyways, because you have the possibility of ruining someone's router with that. That's going to cost them around $100 if they want a good router.
Everything kind of got blown up because people said, Sniper, that you were kind of picking on Brett because when we did that, we were supposed to talk about the good experiences and the bad experiences, and then you said absolutely nothing good about Brett. Do you want to talk about the people that say that you wanted to pick on Brett and make him seem like a monster?
And that was in no way my intention. I think it was kind of late when we recorded that video. I can't remember. I don't remember that night at all. But I mean, that was my intention, to make Brett look bad in any means. I just was kind of getting my shoes out.
I mean, Brett, relate again the problems, because no one's seen that video. He's still got it on unlisted, or on private. What can you relate publicly your issues with Sniper?
I mean, my issues, I've really just dropped all the issues I had in the past just because of what was said in that video yesterday. And since we've talked about that, I really don't care about the other issues. Like, those issues are under the bridge for me.
Yeah. Alright, well, I will still release that video that Brett and me made. That way you guys can see what went down yesterday and Brett's feelings. But I think this has been a good thing. It sounds like I think you guys are trying to move on from this. Is there anything that do you guys want us to be friends? Take the floor on this one, on Brett. Do you guys want to go back to being friends? Do you guys want to go back to being cool so we can actually move on and do more important things with the clan? You guys good now?
I mean, shit, I'd love to be friends. I'm not trying to lose a friend over some petty bullshit. Like, I mean, yeah, I fucked up and I did some things that I shouldn't have done, but still, it's just, I'm not trying to ruin something that shouldn't have been ruined in the first place.
Sniper, your response?
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't mind to be friends with Brett again. I mean, it's all in the past. What happened, and it's all about the future now.
Alright. For the best for MVG.